Hey guys, and welcome back to a brand new video of the Tech Buddies podcast. The Apple Watch is one of the best selling smartwatches in the world, beating even the traditional watchmakers like Rolex and all of the other luxury watchmakers as well. According to a report by the Business of Apps website, the Apple Watch sales uh, for last year were 38.3 million, and we've been seeing like a consistent growth in the Apple Watch sales. And there might be a lot of new users of Apple Watches, including me. And I've collected a list of 13 different Apple Watch tips, and that's gonna be today's video. It's gonna be a really short video. We'll try to finish it up by 5 minutes or so that you get maximum information in a really short amount of time. So without any further ado, let's begin. The first tip is that the calculator app on the Apple Watch is the only calculator that can calculate tips. So basically, if you are going out to a restaurant, and I mean in the US at least, tipping is a very big thing, and you want to calculate the tip percentage, you have that option in the Apple Watch calculator app. I don't think it's available on the iPhone calculator app or even the newly launched iPad calculator app. So that's one thing I noticed. And you can split the tip between how many other friends you have, and it has all of those options. So yeah, the calculator app on the Apple Watch has the option to calculate tips. Moving on to the next tip, it is if your friend or family member has an Apple Watch too, you can use the walkie-talkie feature to talk to them. So basically, for short conversations, you need not dial them via your phone. You can just use the walkie-talkie app on your Apple Watch and communicate with them. So that's a nifty feature. I have no person who has an Apple Watch, so I can't demonstrate it. But yeah, you have the feature here of walkie-talkie. You can talk to your friends, Apple Watch to Apple Watch. So yeah. Moving on to the next tip, you can use your Apple Watch as a remote for your Apple TV, another ecosystem feature. So if you have an Apple TV, I don't think most Indians have an Apple TV, but if you are in the US and you have an Apple TV, you can use the Apple Watch as a remote to control your Apple TV. So it's very useful for those situations when the remote is kept on the table at arm's length, but you can't reach it. So yeah, that's a very useful tip. This is the Apple Watch as a remote for your Apple TV. I don't have an Apple TV, so it's searching for an Apple TV so that it can connect to that. So yeah, if you have an Apple TV, this is how it should work. Moving on, for older people, you can set your medications on the health app on your iPhone, and the Apple Watch will remind you to take your medicines at that particular time. So that's a nifty feature. And maybe if you have parents who are living in a different city and you want to ensure that they're taking their medicines on time, maybe you can, and they have an Apple Watch, or you can get them an Apple Watch, and you can, if you own an iPhone, you can pair it to your phone, or you can connect the health app to your phone, and you can set the medications and they'll get reminders for that. So that's a nifty feature. The next tip is that did you know you can take screenshots on the Apple Watch as well? You can obviously take screenshots on your phone, on your laptop, but you can also take screenshots on your Apple Watch. So to take a screenshot, you just need to press the crown and the side button together. But make sure that the enable screenshots option is on in settings in the Apple Watch app on your iPhone. This could be useful for situations like maybe you want to share your workout metrics with your friends or something like that. You can just take a screenshot of that particular screen and then send it to them. So that's another tip for you guys. The next one is theater mode can be used to prevent your screen from automatically turning on. Like usually when you tilt your hand, the display automatically turns on, but in certain situations, such as if you're in a movie theater or in a meeting, you don't want that to happen. You can just turn on theater mode and it'll be a black screen, and I think only when you tap it, it'll turn on. So that's a good feature. Moving on, water lock mode locks the screen and prevents accidental touches when you're in water or while swimming. And once you're out of the water and you're done with your swim, you can turn it off. And when you turn off the water mode, it plays a sound which removes the water in the speaker grill. So you don't have to worry about that. So water lock mode is another useful tip. The next one is you can set multiple timers. So you go to the timer app on your Apple Watch and you just tap on the plus icon and you're good to go. So this is obviously useful when you're doing multitasking activities such as cooking, especially. You set a timer for the oven, you set a timer for the stove, and you can chop the vegetables in the side. So yeah, you can set multiple timers on your Apple Watch. The next step is you can quickly switch between the most recently used apps by double pressing the digital crown. This is generally useful in, you don't have to go search in the app library for the app. You can just double press on the crown and you'll find all your recently used apps. That's another tip. Moving on, you can get turn by turn directions by gentle vibrations on your wrist. So when you start a trip on Apple Maps, it automatically syncs with your watch and you get the vibrations depending on the directions. It's useful to keep focus on the road, but I feel it also has its downsides because you anyway have to look at the map. Like if you have Android Auto, then you'll have to look at the screen, or if you mounted your phone, you'll have to look at that, because you won't get to know like what exact turn to take, because it just vibrates that the turn has come. If it's left, if it's a road that has both left and right turns, then it's kind of unusable. But yeah, that's another feature. Then so as I travel along these different steps, so when I have to take the turn, it'll just vibrate my wrist so that I know that that's the next direction. Next one is school time mode. With this tip, I talked about this mode even in the Apple Watch SE review, but I thought I'll repeat this here. In India, at least, smartwatches aren't allowed in schools, but I don't know abroad if your child is allowed to wear one and you're giving him an Apple Watch. You can set up school time mode in family setup, and it creates a do not disturb focus mode, and it kind of locks down the watch and it shows only the time. So I used to use it initially when I joined college, but I was missing important notifications like calls and some WhatsApp messages from professors and stuff like that. So I had to turn it off. But yeah, it's a nifty feature to keep distractions away, especially while studying and things like that, if you want to keep focus. The next step is that if you go to the watch app in your phone and you go to the workout section and turn on auto pause, it will automatically pause your workout when you stop moving. So sometimes you just turn on the workout and you're doing your workout, but then suddenly someone comes and starts talking to you and you stop the workout. I mean, you don't have to manually do that. It'll automatically pause your workout. Or maybe you are doing the cycling workout and you're stuck in traffic for a really long time and it'll automatically pause the workout. Or maybe you're gonna some shop on the way and you want the workout to pause, that it'll automatically pause when you stop moving, basically. And another feature while you're in the workout section itself is you can set a workout playlist that will automatically start playing when you start a workout. So you just start your workout and immediately you have your music so that you get logged in when you're doing your workouts. The last and final tip is that you can flip your watch so that the digital crown sits on the opposite side of your wrist. So you just have to go to settings, general, and orientation and change it. And it's perfect for probably left-hand users who don't want accidental presses on the digital crown. So those are all the tips I had for you guys. I know how useful it is. If you found any of these useful and you may use it in your daily life, like this video and comment down below. If you have any other tips which I missed, you can let us know in the comments down below. That's it for this video, and I'll catch you guys in a brand new video very soon. Bye.